Wow, what an exciting Monday morning it is. With big news across the board as one major big box retailer is paying massive hazard pay, or as they call it, bonus pay, in a major news statement this morning. Second, a new warning about maybe the need to wear two masks when going out in public. Third, one of the major industries that had asked for stimulus before you and said that they were going to go bankrupt unless they have stimulus suddenly is hiring back workers today. Oh, the irony of it all. And third, I'll be answering some of your 750 questions from yesterday's video on air today, whether you're a member or not a member. Continue to drop your comments in this video and subscribe. Become a subscriber to this channel. It's free. Hit that subscribe button to the front of this channel, and I'll answer some of your questions in tomorrow's video. And also like this video and celebrate LLAte's 9-month birthday today. Today, LLA turns 9 months old, and in 9 months, we've passed 375,000 subscribers. Never done in the history of YouTube. And thank you, Sue, for the very nice happy birthday message. I really appreciate it. And Patricia as well. We have amassed 92 million views. Yes, you heard that right. 92 million views. We're on the hunt to get to 100 million. I think we can do it. So let's keep on. If you missed some videos over the weekend, I know some of you took some break off the weekend. I know Monday's a big day. So please, let's get these videos rocking and rolling. Let's share the videos. We have a lot of new campaigns now with hashtag FPUC Retro, hashtag MSC, and hashtag SS200. It is day 9 and Joe Biden has yet to deliver a law on stimulus. So we need to share these videos, tag the elected officials, watch all the videos. I have a lot of details through all this day. And your son Ernie says hi. Well, hello, Ernest. Ernest says son Ernie. So I guess it's Ernie Jr. Ernest Sr. says son Ernie Jr. is watching. And also, welcome Mama T a happy birthday. It's her birthday today. One of the incredible volunteers of the channel. It's her birthday. So wish her a healthy, happy, and joyous birthday to Mama T. So I have so much exciting stuff across the board. If you've not become a member, click the member link in the description. Or at the top of this chat, become a Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. All right, let's get to the breaking details. First, the news about stimulus out the board across the industry is quite interesting today. Congratulations if you work with one major retailer. You're going to see a bonus check for hazard pay, or as they call it, bonus pay. Which retailer is it? Target. Discount retailer is announcing it's giving $500 stimulus checks or hazard pay checks or bonus checks to all employees, $500. But if you work as a store director or have any type of leadership position in Target, you'll get $1,000 to $2,000. Hey, this is delicious, delicious. The company says they spent more than $1 billion on similar benefits throughout the year. So congratulations, $500 if you're an hourly worker. If you have like a assistant manager type position title, you could get anywhere from between $1,000 to $2,000. There you go. Next, a new report out today suggests that it is advised to wear two masks. Not one mask, but two masks. That's why at now Inauguration Day, you saw elected officials wearing a surgical mask underneath a cloth mask. They say the cloth mask unto itself is not sufficient. So if you have a physical covering with one layer, put another layer on it just to make common sense, says Dr. Fauci this morning. That's the reason why you see people either double masking. So wear two masks now. Finally, Delta Airlines, which was among the airlines in August of last year, if you recall correctly, when I was outside and the airline said they were going to go bankrupt, said they needed their stimulus before you. Remember that deadline they had? Remember they said they had a deadline of August. They needed the money. They're going to go bankrupt. They flew to Washington. They met with Trump. Said, we need this money. We're going to go bankrupt. Well, they never went bankrupt. And in fact, Delta Airlines says, hey, you know what? We're ready to rock and roll, so we're rehiring back some employees. So much for that claim that they, weren't going to survive. But if you work for Delta Airlines, congratulations. They're now rehiring full staff, full-time 400 workers they had previously put on furlough and 1,700 aviators. We look at better ways to position ourselves to get moving. Meantime, I'll answering some of your 750 questions from yesterday on the channel. So always continue to post comments in this video. Make sure you subscribe. I answer everyone's questions, whether you are a member or not a member. I'm answering questions 24/7 a day. All right, now let's get to the breaking details. The breaking details is what you saw me hit really sort of hard yesterday and this morning. Hey, Rachel. Everyone welcome Rachel to the family. Everyone welcome Rachel to becoming a Purple Hawk and becoming part of this community. Rachel, click the link to become a member in this video. So everyone welcome Rachel. I was hitting pretty hard, and viewers thank me for hitting hard, so I will continue to hit hard. This is day 9, and day 9, and Joe Biden still has yet to give you a law for stimulus, let alone a bill. Where's the bill, Joe? Where's the law, Joe? Why have we gone code silence? Why is there lack of clarity about items of the third stimulus package? Why is there no talk about SSI and SSDI since November? The $200 a month that goes on top of your existing benefits, including if you're a veteran. Why has everything sort of gone silent? And why is there no progress? So viewers said that I was on point for doing this, so I'm staying with it. The hashtag campaigns of this channel, which I'll go over in the detail, but first let me tell you what the hashtag campaigns are. Is first hashtag FPUC retro, hashtag MSC, and hashtag SS200. Let me go over what's going on with first and second stimulus right now before I get to third stimulus. It'll take me about 5 minutes, and let me go over what, because it's very, very important. First, under first stimulus, now being paid out. I'm going over yesterday's PDF. I gave you a new PDF that I'll repost this morning. This is the January 23rd PDF for members, but if you're not a member, you can follow along and take notes. Under first stimulus, the March 2020 stimulus, they're now paid out EIDL grants for low-income businesses at $10,000, up to $10,000. But also next pending to be paid is EIDL grants for 2020 applicants that were not low-income businesses. That's coming up next right after you. Second stimulus. This is the December 2020 stimulus that became law, signed at Mar-a-Lago by President Trump. This is currently law. What is not being paid out and what is pending to be paid out? What's pending to be paid out is rent, utilities, free internet, and free childcare. They have yet to get paid out. And what I mean by paid out, even gone to the agencies where they belong. So let's do that list again. Rent, utilities, free internet, and childcare. I am predicting that the free rent may land in some states this week. So get ready to rock and roll. Now, if you need rent right now, don't wait. Reach out to volunteers like Mama T, who are in the pinned comment to this video at the community page, news.la.com/community. The second stimulus items that are law, that are paid out, that you should watch for or get are first, a $600 stimulus check for single individuals, double that for married couples, $600 for children, nothing for adult dependents, an FPUC payment of $300 a week from now forward to March, an extension of UI and PUA to March, SNAP increased at 15%, but I'm going to go over that in a second, PBT as well. Finally, what is not being paid under second stimulus? I'm the only one that's going to tell you this stuff. And I'm telling you because I don't want you to be waiting for something that's never going to happen. Never going to happen? Wait a second. It's law. How does this work? It's America. Some things are law under the second stimulus law, and they're never going to get paid out. Those items are EIDL for low income and EIDL for agricultural. Finally, PPP. PPP is live. It is now live both in commercial banks and thin banks, online banks like Cabbage and Fundera. If you need to get a PPP, reach out to those individuals now. You can be a Schedule C or corporate tax return. You need to have at least a Schedule C to get those. All right, last week we got 7 executive orders, actually 6 executive orders. The PDF I wrote for you had 5. I left one out, so let me go over the extra one which I left out, which I think you know, sort of know which one I accidentally left out by mistake. Those executive orders are now law. It was funny. Someone sent me a link to a broadcast news channel, one of the number three channels, that said Joe Biden signed an executive order last week for stimulus checks. That was actually the title of the article. Talk about clickbait. Talk about clickbait from a broadcast news channel. He did not sign an executive order about stimulus checks last week. He signed an executive order to ensure that missing stimulus checks are paid. Oh my goodness. It's just not the same thing. First, what were the executive orders of Joe Biden last week? First, SNAP. 15% increase for an entire year. This is delicious. What is SNAP? It's free food. How do you get it? Well, you first have to be eligible. How are you eligible? Make about $49,000 less last year. If that's you, then how do you get it? Call up Department of Agriculture. Call up Department of Agriculture and or call 211. How much do you get paid? Hawaii family of four, approximately $1,400 a month. So what's the law then? What did Joe do? What did Trump do? Trump gave you a 15% increase for 6 months, and Joe's giving you another for 6 months. So we now have 1 year, January to December, of SNAP increases under second and third and executive orders. Really delicious. Executive order number 2, PBET. PBET, how do you get PBET? PBET, you reach out to the volunteers in the pinned in the description to this video. It has a link to the community page, news.la.com/community. PEBT nationally has now been implemented by Joe Biden. PEBT is now nationally, and it has a 15% increase. What is PBET? It's manual. You have to physically do something for this one. You have to call up Department of Agriculture, says, hi, I'm already on SNAP. What is it? It's if your child has to stay home because the school is closed because of the pandemic and you have to cook for the child. Okay, so you call up SNAP, say, hi, I'd like that PEBT. How much do you get? About $114 a month normally, but Joe is increasing it with a 15% increase. So there you go. Number 3, eviction moratorium. Number 4, mortgage forbearance. Number 5, federal contractors must pay $50 an hour and pay sick leave. And number 6, which I missed on there, was student loan moratorium. All right, so now you are up to date on first and second stimulus at the 12-minute mark. We're flying. We're rocking and rolling. I got a lot more news coming up for you in this broadcast, so stay with me. There's 1,000 people in the room. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free to subscribe. I don't want you to miss any video. This is the most informative, most in-depth, and the most helpful channel there is for these issues online. I fight tooth and nail to get you every penny. I don't just read a news article. I don't just give you peripheral. As Ira, one of the members of this channel, said a few days ago, this is stimulus masterclass. I get you thousands of dollars, not just a few $100s. And so make sure you subscribe. It's free to subscribe. You don't have to be a member. You can just follow along. I answer your questions 24/7 a day. I answer them on Twitter. I answer them on Facebook. I answer them on Instagram. Thank you, Amber, for the nice chat. I answer everyone's questions. I see some comments about you don't do this. No, it's not true. I answer questions morning, noon, and night. Frida is sick and needs some well wishes. Oh, Frida, I hope you're good. Everyone send well wishes out to Frida. Sandy just said Frida is not feeling well. So send out some good well wishes to Frida. All right, so now let's go to third stimulus. Let's go to third stimulus. Under third stimulus, there's something missing. What's missing under third stimulus? The bill. There's no bill. Where's the bill? Well, the bill exists. It's in private. It's on Joe Biden's table. He's just not showing us. Why is he not showing us? I'll tell you right up after this. But now as we approach the 15-minute mark, let me give you an update. You're joining Mornings LATE, the most comprehensive show there is online as we celebrate our 9-month anniversary today. Today, not LATE, the YouTube channel, turns 9 months old. And during that time, we have done some really wonderful stuff. We have amassed 375,000 followers. We've got to 92 million views, and we're on path to get 100 million views. So help us get to that 100 million views. Watch all the videos today, share the videos, and join in the new hashtag campaigns, which are hashtag FPUC Retro, hashtag MSC, and hashtag SS200. Meantime, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Like this video. It's free to subscribe. It's free to like, and hit that alert button. It's free to hit that alert as well. And if you want to become a member by clicking the member link in the description or at the top of the chat, become a Purple Power member, Purple Hawk, or Calcino VIP. And I'll be answering some of your 570 questions in today's recording. Hey, NK Alba. Everyone welcome NK Alba to the room. Everyone welcome NK Alba to the family. I'll be answering some of your 570 questions posted to this video yesterday by non-members on camera. So remember, I answer everyone's questions on this channel. All right, so let's turn to third stimulus. The most obvious thing at issue, which I started to hit yesterday, is the following. Where's the darn bill, Joe? Joe, where's the bill? Joe, can we see the darn bill? The bill has actually been written. Joe Biden actually has the stimulus package bill, the third stimulus package bill. He's not releasing it to us. And by not releasing it to us, it's making people a little bit antsy. What's also troubling is the fact that he said on day one he wanted this brought to his table to be signed into law. We had presumed and we were told that before Inauguration Day, the bill would be introduced to the House of Representatives, dominated by Nancy, and signed by the House of Representatives, then sent to the Senate, where we were waiting for Ossoff and Warnock to be sworn in, because we said, hey, they need those extra two people to pass anything. Hey, Joji, thank you, Joji, for the super chat. It went to but it never went to the Senate. In fact, it never went to the House. In fact, it hasn't even started. It hasn't even left the White House, hasn't left the Oval Office. Acceptable? Not acceptable. Why is climate change more important than the American people, says Amber. Very well said. On day one, the president spoke about climate change and how we got to focus on climate change. No, Joe, you're misguided. You need to focus on stimulus for American people right now. That's the first item and the first item of business, along with vaccine doses. Those are the only two issues that should be the issue of your administration the first few days. Vaccine doses and stimulus. Well, now at day 9, the bill has not been introduced to the public. And what makes this troubling is not so much that the bill has not even gotten out the door yet, out of the gate, as you would say in horse racing, but that we have absolutely no detail about 5 or 6 items. Nothing. Now, this is sort of the breakdown of not only the Biden administration, but broadcast news. Once again, they're giving him softball questions, and they're not asking anything hard in the questions, asking how much for this, how much for that. Let's go down the things we simply don't know anything about from Joe Biden, and we're down now at day 9. At day 9, we know nothing about the business grants. Nothing. All we know, it's a business grant for existing business. Okay. How much? Who is it called? What is it called? How do you get it? Does it conflict with EIDL? Does it conflict with PPP? How do we get it? How soon are we going to see this money? I mean, business grants take a while to get. You don't get business grant overnight. What is this called? Can you tell us now so we can get ready to apply? Nothing about business grants, Joe. Why are you keeping us in the dark about the business grants? Number 2, business loans. Nothing about business loans. He hasn't said anything about the business loans other than it'll help start a new business. That's really good. I'm just, I'd like to know what it is. Does it conflict with EIDL? Does it conflict with PPP? Is it new? What do I need? What documents do I need? And then we get to the other stuff. Hazard pay. Zippo. Nada. Nunca. Nothing. Just nada. There's nothing there for hazard pay. He won't tell us a single word. He won't tell us the number. He won't tell us the eligibility. He won't tell us the time frame. He won't tell us how it works. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The new hit show on this channel is Hazard Pay. It's on every night at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a tape show, but I'm in there live chatting with you, and I have a blast. I love it. So it is a very well-watched show, so join me every night. Why is it important? So I explained to you how Hazard Pay was to work under Nancy Pelosi, and we're to presume it's the same way, but Joe's not saying anything. Joe, time to ask some tough questions. Time for someone to ask Joe some tough questions. Well, how much for hazard pay? Don't give us fluff. We need real details, Joe. This is not a time for fluff. Nunca, nada. All right, then let me turn to these tax credits. Can I turn to these tax credits? Let me explain what happened with the tax credits. Hey, Kathy, with the Dancy Fair. Let me tell you what happened with these tax credits. About 2 weeks ago, I got a copy of a 30-page summary from Biden's camp about his bill. and I went through the tax credits. Well, other YouTube channels heard me, and they're like, "Oh, I got to say that to my viewers." They don't understand what that is because they don't have the document. So they're sort of hearing what I'm saying and sort of trying to regurgitate it in an incorrect manner. And yeah, they're butchering it left and right. Everything they're saying is totally wrong. And so they're making it sound like, "Oh, hey, Joe has some new tax credits for you. New tax credits. They're totally new and you're going to get a fortune off of them." No, they're existing tax codes. These things already exist. Joe's just changing age 16 to 17. Whoopee, congratulations. Let's go buy a Porsche because he changed age 16 to 17 in the tax code. I want a provision number 22, line 1. That's not stimulus. That's ridiculous. Give me a break, Society. Absolutely, give me a break. That's not stimulus. I mean, it's fine if you have it with 35 other things that do wonderful things, but that's nothing of stimulus. And Joe should be embarrassed to say that these tax codes are just absolutely going to, turn around the U.S. economy. Are you kidding me, Joe? Are you really kidding me? You're changing age 16 to 17 in one provision. That's a joke. Don't play that fake narrative with us because it's not acceptable. It's just not true. All right, so let me turn back to the meat and potatoes. Now, you and I could probably deal with the fact that that the tax code, fake narrative is there if the meat and potatoes was good. If the meat and potatoes was good, and please do not make jokes about eating sirloin. Sirloin you do not eat. I keep on seeing these tweets about, can I have some sirloin for dinner? No, that is not funny. We do not eat our cast members on the show. Uh, so please don't make those jokes. The meat and potatoes, of course, is the stimulus check, the FPUC, and anything around it. Now, what does he do with that? He butchers it. He butchers it. Let's go to the FPUC. FPUC under Joe Biden's proposal for his bill. It's not bill yet. It's not law yet, but the proposal for the bill. FPUC going forward, $400 a week. No retro. I'm going to say it again. No retro. FPUC going forward at $400 a week. MSC, no real. Hey, Brandon, what is that guy doing? Oh, it's a hippopotamus on a chair. It's a hippopotamus on a chair. I appreciate the hippopotamus on the chair. That is hilarious. Uh, let's turn to the next thing. The stimulus check. It's not a new stimulus check. It's the stimulus check from last year that they were trying to fix. It's a fix-it of last year's stimulus check. He's giving us used goods from last year. He's giving us leftovers from the Trump administration. He's giving us leftovers from December. It's not a new stimulus check. Don't pass this off as a new stimulus check. It's a check you were owed last year. You're supposed to get done last year. It's yesterday's leftovers. It's not fresh food. Third, SSI and SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits, that $200 a month. Nothing. No mention of it. Not a word of it. It's simply silence. It's silence. What's going on here? Not a single word about anything. Now, I'm not being, melodramatic. It's literally nothing. It's literally not a word. The last time we heard about benefits was in November in the transition papers written by Joe Biden. That was the time we last heard $600 a week written by Joe Biden as to FPUC. Suddenly, we hear nothing about anything. Now, someone just dropped a comment on the screen I saw that said, well, he wants bipartisan support. That's fine. You want to do this, you want to do that. But you have a right to tell the American people, why were you elected on a platform? Why did you do a transition on a platform? Why did you promise all this? And then suddenly we wake up one morning and the numbers are gone or the numbers are different. Why not come clean with us? You're not coming clean, Joe Biden. You are not coming clean. You're basically changing numbers, and we wake up one morning and they're different numbers, and there's no exclamation about it. I'm going to give you an example. Overnight, California residents woke up and heard something totally opposite than the day they heard before. If you're in California and you know what I'm about to say, drop on the screen. California had been told the same thing by our leadership here for over 5 months, and this morning we're waking up and hearing something totally different with no explanation why the prior situation was in place. If you know what it is, drop it on the screen, because I think some of you know exactly what I'm referring to. It's not sufficient when an elected official changes course and doesn't tell you why they're changing course. Let me tell you what's going on in California. In California, California has been on lockdown for months. Months. Restaurants have been closed. You cannot go into restaurants. You cannot dine in patios outside in restaurants. And suddenly this morning, Gavin Newsom says, "Congratulations, go have some dining and go get COVID." What? What? Soon as Gavin Newsom has, a quarter has 3 million recall votes against him to have him recalled and have a new governor put in there, suddenly he wants to reopen everything and have us all go get COVID. What happened? Yes. What? Why are we reopening suddenly? I just feel in the mood to do it. Arbitrary, capricious, made out of sky, not based upon any reason, not based upon any logic, not based upon any economics. It's just insane. And that's what's happening with Joe Biden, is that he's simply just jumping from a number to another number with no, yes, you heard right. California is just suddenly opening up everywhere and you can just go get COVID. Congratulations. I don't want to be thrown out of the governor's office. I don't want a recall election, which he is going to get a recall election. But I want to look like a champion. Of course, he wants his political career before he wants to save his political life before he wants to save your life. That's Gavin Newsom, that he should not serve in government. But but Joe Biden is not giving us clarity what's going on with these numbers. So let me go over the three campaigns right now about FPUC, stimulus, excuse me, the check, and SSDI. Let's start with the last one. That's the easiest one because it's most clear. You know why it's the most clear? Because that's the one that's getting cheated out of, the most obvious. Hashtag SS200. I'll say it again. Hashtag SS200 all together. There's been no mention by the Biden camp of SS, SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, or veterans benefits for since November. And a new news article says that Joe Biden may want to leave with his legacy being revising the Social Security Administration, which would be a massive bill, which would be done next year. Next year? What do you mean next year? You do it right now. What do you mean next year? We can't wait for the stimulus right now. This is night right now. So that's why the hashtag campaign, because he's gone code silence on people on benefits. Hashtag SS200. I appreciate the really nice comments. You do not have to be a member for me to fight for you. You do not have to be a subscriber for me to fight for you. But if you do subscribe, it is part of becoming part of this family. And there you go. That's the campaign. Hashtag SS200. That's the hashtag campaign for that. Next one is the multiple stimulus checks. We've had that campaign for a while, and it is full storm again. Hashtag MSC for multiple stimulus checks. Hashtag MSC. Reason why is because we're giving, hey, Venice, was that a pear? It was a pear. Hey, Versi with the dancing pear. Versi with the dancing pear. Thank you, Versi with the dancing pear. And thank you, happy anniversary. I appreciate that. The stimulus check is a real, can I say it? It's a con job. It's a con job. The stimulus check is a con job. It really is. It's like you're going, you know what the stimulus check, I just came to my mind. You know what the stimulus check feels like? You go to the car dealership and you go to the car dealership in October to buy the new 2021 car that's coming out. And you're so excited to get that new version of that 2021 car that's going out, and you go and buy it and you take it home and you look and you realize they gave you the 2020 car. I didn't want the 2020 car. You gave me a used car. You gave me a car that was at the end of the cycle. I asked for the brand new 2021 edition, not the 2020 edition. That's what Joe Biden's doing. It's a bad car dealership. No disrespect to my car dealers. It's a bad car game. You're going to go get a new car, a new stimulus check for this year, $2,000. And he's like, nah, here you go. I'll give you a check from last year that was owed last year. No, how about this year's check? Well, no, I'll give it to you from last year. it's horrid. It's horrid. Now, if you want to do that, just own it. None of these people are owning anything. Joe Biden hasn't owned anything yet. He keeps on doing things, acting like he's doing such wonderful things. Own what you're doing. Own that you say, I don't have money to spend for a $2,000 stimulus check and $1,400. I won't pass it through the Republicans. They won't allow me, so I'm doing it this way. If he came clean with us, then we could deal with it. He's not coming clean with us. It's a real con game. It's a real sort of, here you go, and let me see if I can pass it off and see if people won't realize that this is what was going on. Chuck Schumer said it was going to be last year's check, $1,400, and a new $2,000 stimulus check. AOC said, what is $1,400? $1,400 is not $2,000. I don't know what math that is. That's not $2,000. That's last year's check. Moreover, the fact that they're looking at you saying, here's two stimulus checks to get you through this pandemic. You get $2,000 now, the combo of these two checks, and $1,200 last year, and have a nice pandemic. It's just awful. It's really awful. All right, so now let's go to FPUC retro. FPUC retro is so. You know why FPUC retro makes Biden's hands really dirty? Is because he's actually written this very detailed. The SSI and SSDI, he wrote pages about this in his transition papers, and now he's just sort of running away from it. But the FPUC retro, he said unemployment, FPUC extended $600 a week. He wrote it. And he wrote it during the transition from of November. He didn't write it as just a campaign promise. So suddenly 600 is gone and we're $400. I don't know. This is again where people just want you to wake up one morning and not remember what you heard the day before. And it makes news reporters that are covering the story with detail, like myself, in a bind, because I have to tell you, oh hey, congratulations, $400 a week, and then you're like, you told me it was going to be $600 a week. Yeah, Joe said it was $600 a week. Well, why is it $400 a week? Well, wait a second. When did it get changed to $400 a week? And why is it $400 a week? We don't know the who, what, where, why, or how it became $400 a week. It just, you wake up one morning, it's $400 a week. Hey, maybe we wake up next morning, it's going to be $200 a week. It doesn't make sense. I'm only getting $300 a week. Ernest, so let me explain. We're talking about third stimulus. Under second stimulus, you're getting $300 a week, Ernest. Under second stimulus, you're getting $300 a week. Joe wants to come in there and revise it to $400 a week. And we're not even at the retro part of the discussion. The retro part of the discussion is that you were supposed to get retro from July, and we're being cheated out as well. Unemployment eligibility, you had to have been in a W-2 or an independent contractor at any time. You reach out to your unemployment office to get UI, which is W-2 or PUA, and that FPUC goes on top of that at currently $300 a week. And the stimulus check is just a way to distract us from something else. Yeah, so suddenly you see here, now at the 33-minute mark, let me give you a big update. Where did he write it? He wrote in his transition papers. He wrote in his transition papers over and over and over again. The number $600, $600, $600. He wrote it over and over again. It's shocking. Now the 33-minute mark. Thank you for joining me on Mornings LALATE. I'm here, you're here. They just deleted my FPUC retro from the POTUS's Facebook account. Ooh, they deleted someone's FPUC retro from the POTUS's Facebook account. I don't know if they censor stuff on the POTUS's Facebook account. I don't know. Richard said he posted FPUC retro to Joe Biden and it got censored out. I can't confirm that. I'm just only reporting what a viewer just said. That's shocking. At the 34-minute mark, this is Mornings LALATE. I'm here, you're here, and it's our 9-month anniversary, our 9-month birthday. 9 months ago, this channel launched on a deserted beach in Southern California. The pandemic was hitting. It was April. And at the time, we were cognizant of being safe. I pressed record and the rest is history. Now 375,000 viewers later subscribed, and 92 million views. We're hunting down that 100 million views. We can get it in this 9 month. Help us get to that 100 million views in this 9th month. Make sure you watch all the videos. Make sure you watch the videos to the end, because you see, like in this video had a lot of stuff. Share the videos, tag the politicians, get that traffic up. Hashtag FPUC retro, hashtag MSC, and hashtag SS200. Also add Purple Power and LA Late. This is a channel that helps everyone. Tad, thank you for the lemon, the musical lemon. Some of these super chats require some brain cells for me to figure out what they are. I guess that's a singing lemon. I guess he's playing the clarinet, like a clarinet. Someone else dropped something. LA Light, the free internet is for schools. Oh, I appreciate that. I had seen that this morning as well. You say 49. You say $49,000 for Snap. I make $24,000. They took it away. Confused. No. I said less than $49,000 you can get on Snap. What do you mean they took it away? They shouldn't take away your SNAP if you're eligible. Reach out to Department of Agriculture. That doesn't make sense. So let's get to 100 million views. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free to subscribe on this channel. Like this video and become a member by clicking the link at the top of the chat, in the pinned comment, and also in the description. Become a Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. And if you can't become a member, then become a subscriber. In today's video, we're going over why first stimulus package items are being paid, second stimulus package items are suddenly getting paid, and why third stimulus package items have not been produced in a public bill. You need to pressure Joe Biden to release his bill. It's day 9, it is day 8 now, and we have not seen the bill publicly. We have no details about hazard pay, no details about grants. We have no details about a lot of this stuff. Hey, Irma. Everyone welcome Irma to the room. Irma Mancillas. Mucho gusto. Everyone welcome Irma to the family. Welcome, Irma. If you become a member, you'll see new PDFs posted right after this video today. There's actually yesterday's PDFs, but I'm going to repost them to today's video, to today's community channel for our new members. The great news is that this channel remains focused and you remain focused. We're going to stay on point. We can continue to pressure and push and push and push. That's the Purple Power. Ultimately, there is the focus is to get the stimulus correct and to get it out ASAP. Not 5 weeks from now, not 5 months from now, and not 5 years from now. Thank you, Scott, for the happy birthday comments. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone else, for the happy birthday comments. Have a great morning. I'm so excited you're here, and I'll see you next at 12 noon on this channel. Back with Home LA. Stay informed, stay focused, stay with me, and stay with LA for more.